to store 17. That's under construction. You came before the renovation of the place. But yeah, I'll show you some of the cars.
So why did you get this place?
I needed to park my cars, man. And these are my full-time employees, so just instead of going from shop to shop, pretty much do everything but TIG welding here.
The point is for you to have everything under one roof, because you've had a shop before, but you've also had storage.
Yeah.
Got it. So then now everything, all your drift operations,
everything,
builds.
Stamps, off-road, anything I feel like doing. And it's just because, and it's my stress relief, let's say. I leave work, I come here, do my thing. My employees are here. They help me out. They do most of the stuff, actually. So,
okay. So what do we have here?
This is the McLaren.
This is your newest project.
Yeah. It took a break, let's say, because we had to change gearboxes. It's running a 6-speed normal manual gearbox. Because I was trying to run the PDK stuff, didn't really work. So it's the same gearbox that's out of Chelsea's car, basically. Yeah, from the Porsche Cayman.
Really?
Yeah, that's the same one.
Okay, so Porsche Cayman, and then it bolts up to a LS?
Yeah, we made our own adapter, and we made our own clutch. We have photos of it, and our own flywheel. It was a mission, but we made it happen.
Is this the first time this has been done?
I don't know, man. I couldn't find the swap kit for it, so I had to make it myself.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'll show you some stuff.
Did you have to notch the frame here?
Yes. and the transmission mounts also, we had to weld in some solid bushings. Some of the guys from England came in and helped me out with it. The exhaust, Nikitas did, some guys from Greece.
This is so crazy.
And then, yeah, let me show you. We did our own coilover. Basically, we got Swift springs, and then we did adjustables because we couldn't find coilovers to run on the McLaren system, basically.
Wait a minute. So then you're telling me the hydraulic system still works?
We're still gonna, because the whole interior is still, well, now we just took it apart because we're trying to put in a clutch.
Oh my God, what are they doing right now?
The fuel system, the fuel cell. We actually running, it's a cool trick. It's a stock fuel system, as you see, with our own pickup pumps and dual, because it's segregated in the middle. We did one as a surge system and one, so it's a pickup and a return. And we did a check valve on it. So that's the return.
That's the stock tank?
Yep, that's a stock tank.
Was this a salvaged car?
No, it wasn't. But
it was a running, driving car?
It was, and it was under warranty when we took it apart. But it was actually it was very cheap when we got it. Extremely cheap, almost salvage price.
So then it was high mileage then?
I can't even remember, to be honest. So yeah.
Look at this thing.
Yeah. We're fully built LS3. I'm LS everything. I know all the internet guys are gonna say LS this, LS, but it's my cup of tea. I like it. I like working on them. And yeah. So yeah, we did it was the mission to do the manifolds. We did the adapter, the clutch, and the clutch discs and everything. This
is gonna be so rowdy. So then how much power are you hoping to have for this?
This is easily, because it's twin turbo, so I can easily push 1100, at least 900. But I think I want to cap it between 6 and 7, because we welded the diff. I couldn't find a full two-way, so it's a welded diff, so I don't want to break it. We'll leave it around, I'm hoping shy of 700, but it should be around that, on low boost. I'm putting a boost control on it for all the
So Porsche transmission,
LS
American Chevy motor, McLaren chassis, and then have you changed the body at all?
Yeah, the whole body kit's different, the whole car.
What is the body kit going to be?
It's going to be, I showed you the renders.
Oh.
The Kaiser designed it.
Oh, that's right, okay.
Yeah. And we designed our own angle kit for it. And we made our own wheels for it. The wheels are here, actually.
So then you have to adapt the McLaren.
No, I did my, there's not, the only thing McLaren we're adapting is the brakes.
Oh.
But these are Nissan. R35 hubs, 370 actually, 370 are the pretty same.
So then, do you have 370 hubs in the back too then?
Yep, it's a 370 hub, it's a R35 hub, but the insides are machined to fit a Porsche shaft.
Oh, that's right, okay, because it's a Porsche.
Yeah.
It's a Porsche axles too then?
No, it's just the CV joints.
Oh.
The CV joint, one side is Porsche, the shaft is from something else, and the stubs are Nissan. You're right. So the Nissan is on the other side.
Got it. So then, are you going to do anything to add weight in the front?
No, it's stock. The car is going to be fully stock. We just had the interior was in. We just took it apart because we need to put a clutch, the clutch itself, because the cables are in for the gear. It's done, and there's nowhere to actually mount it because of the carbon monocoque. It's been but we'll figure it out.
So are you going to do a pedal box or something?
No, I want to run stock because it's full AC stock interior, but HVAC. I think it's going to be cool.
That's going to be really, really neat. It's going to be a very unique drift car.
Yeah, it's going to be for fun. I want to drive it on the road. I'm tired of, you see all the cars, you have to tow them around. I actually want to drive this, and then I can adjust it. So if I don't want to drift it, we can adjust the Ackerman and the camber and just drive it on the road. That's my plan.
Manual, twin turbo,
yeah.
LS, just so unique.
Yeah,
a different McLaren.
So it was Dave before he burnt his shop burnt down. It was supposed to be this and his the Lambo.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be a build-off, but unfortunately,
they lost everything in a fire.
Exactly.
So then all this is 3D scanned.
Yeah, the whole car is 3D, literally even inside and outside for the body panels, because we 3D printed everything. I'll show you upstairs.
Oh.
And then we had to put it on and then make molds and everything. But yeah.
Let's check out what else you have going on here. What the heck is this?
This is what's left of a Porsche. So I'm trying to do a full tube chassis.
You weren't kidding. There's literally
just something to hold the doors and window, but the rest is all tube chassis.
It's literally the window frame and then this.
Yeah.
There's not even a firewall or anything.
No, we're doing everything ourselves, because it's basically like a Class 10. Baja 1000, because I got the control arms there. And yeah, we want to fit it all onto a Porsche. That's a mock-up body we made out of fiberglass. It's going to be fully carbon once it's done. We made the whole mold of the pink Porsche, and then we just put it on. We can put it on for you so you can see.
Get out of here.
Yeah. But yeah, the end product.
You guys made this?
Yeah, I'll show you upstairs. We do everything here.
Wait, you can put this on right now?
Yeah.
Look how good this looks.
This is just a mock, so hopefully it'll be the carbon fiber once it's not this one, because I want to cut this off, and I want to make sure all the fittings are right. But this was a mock body, like even the window I wanted to be flush, so we molded it twice. That's why this is just a mock body. So once it's done, it's going to be a full carbon tube chassis Porsche. Show you the engine setups behind you. We cut up a few Porsche. This is another Porsche we cut up, but there's 2 burnt. We threw it away, and we got that one.
Wait, so you got one that was burnt out?
Yeah, but it's too flimsy. So that one is the one there. So
what's left of it? So all the metal.
No, this was a full car.
Oh, okay.
It was bent. So we cut it off.
But this is what you cut off of the donor car.
Yeah, and the rest of it's there anyway, so we'll show it to you in a second.
Where do you think of this stuff? Like, do you just...
You've been to the scrapyard. You saw.
Yeah, I did. We were there today.
Exactly. So this is kind of pretty easy. Like, it's not like, oh, where am I gonna find it? Need to eBay this. This is like you walk around and find them.
You guys have it easy in that you can literally just go. Yeah. How far is it? Like 30 minutes away from here?
Yeah.
And you can pick whatever engine you want.
Exactly.
You can pick whatever chassis, brakes from every car.
Yep.
And you can build something, but you still have to think of it, though. You still have to come up with the idea.
Honestly,
of doing
the idea
like
of the
this.
Porsche is because everyone's doing this off-road, like they just lift it a little bit, put some suspension and call it a Baja build. So I was like, what if I'm not an off-road guy. So I was like, let me give it a go. I think it's looking okay so far. And I just want a full tube chassis. When I do say it's off-road, it's actually an off-road car. Like a glove, as they say, right?
No way. So this is going to be one of those things where it's like Porsche has been doing a lot to, I guess, do the safari thing, right? With the Dakar. Yeah. And then now Gambala is doing a safari build.
Yeah. I'm trying to take it to the
It's like 2-3 steps above that.
I hope.
Right? So this is going to be like, you said, almost like a Class 10 vehicle.
It is a Class 10. I downloaded the files online, and we took it to a CNC sheet bender, and we just bent it, and then he's the welder. And yep.
But it's still going to look like a 911.
Yep, that's the plan.
And it's going to have some crazy travel.
Exactly. So that is the plan. We're supposed to receive our shocks on the 15th, so after tomorrow.
So then what engine are you going to put in?
It's behind you. I'll show it to you.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
All right. But it's still, like, there's still, you see the gaps?
Yeah.
So the reason we have the tabs is because once it's done, I want to close the whole interior, obviously. The whole thing is going to be carbon, hopefully clean, but this is a mock body. That's why I didn't want to do a carbon the first one. So we're going to drill holes and everything on it for now.
But working doors.
Yeah, doors are working.
That's the floor.
Yeah. So then, see that gap? We want to close the whole thing with a firewall. Like, it should look nice. I need it to look as well as it functions, I hope.
Look at the rear suspension pickups.
Yeah.
That is going to be so nuts when this is done. Still 911 taillights, all of this is going to be all closed off.
I'm trying to have the shaved look. I want to take it off with the engine sticking out like an old bug.
Okay.
With a big engine intake and everything.
I can just picture it right now. It just looks so cool already.
These are the rear control arms, or not control arms. I don't know what you call them, off-road. I'm not an off-road guy, I'm sorry. These are the rear arms for the buggy.
Swing arm?
Swing arm.
Yeah.
My lingo, my off-road lingo is not.
I forgive you, okay?
I'm so sorry.
I'm not an exotic guy, and then you're not an off-road guy.
But I'll try. Honestly, there's Morgan Clark is a huge inspiration for me on this. Like, if I can get it 1% of what he's done, and then Matt, who has a shop, 826, it's 26 Engineering, he's a machine shop. He helps me a lot. Like, he's an inspiration because his 3D stuff is insane. So if I can get 1% of what they do, 1%, I don't want more. I'm over the moon, to be honest. This is the engine and gearbox. It's a mock engine and gearbox, but this is a PDK out of a 997. That's an adapter and bell housing. Obviously, because all my engines run manually, so but the block is going to be an RHS. Upstairs we have black label 305 CC heads and daily dry sump and everything. I'll show it to you. But we're going to try to adapt a PDK to it. And we'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll just go with the normal sequential and call it a day, but we'll see.
Just old hat sequential.
Yeah, exactly, but I'm hoping this will work.
If you could make this work,
I think it would sound
like,
cool.
This is going to be so cool.
Well, that was the plan. We have another gearbox for the McLaren with the PDK, and we couldn't get it to start.
So you're going to get AC and everything working on it?
Yeah, obviously, all my cars have to have AC.
It's so hot here in UAE, huh?
Yeah, obviously, we have to have ACs. That's a C10, stock C10 for now. Very stock. It's old carbureted engine, nothing much to it. This is, you've been to Carbon Signal, I saw.
Yes.
So we built the engine on this. It's a beams, did a beams swap on it. The inside Carbon Signal did the whole thing for us. They were kind enough to, I think this was the first one they dabbled with for 86s. Very, really nice job. Door cards, center console, bucket seats.
This is all carbon?
Not the whole thing, it's just the
okay.
extras.
Oh, this is really clean though.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This
what
was,
so what do you use this for,
This is a street car,
Okay.
road car.
These are some of the cars that we saw the other day.
Yeah.
You brought all of these cars out.
Yeah.
So also LS powered.
LS twin turbo.
LS twin
sequential.
turbo. Can we take a look at it?
Yeah. Engines all the way in the back. This is factory engine location. We didn't cut the firewall or anything. And it's a LSA block, but we built it with manually internals and boosted it.
Honestly, this thing sounded so good, and it looks so good sideways. I just cannot believe how cool this is. I wish more people would build Aston Martin drift cars. Yeah. But I understand, I mean, it's such a challenge, right?
Like now, the first time it is, but honestly, it's not hard. It's not as hard as you think, so.
And these cars are pretty affordable here.
I don't know why they're going back up in prices now, but when I built this 6 or 7 years ago, it wasn't as expensive as it is now, but I think it's because it's getting older, prices. It's not that much higher, but they're bumping up like US dollars. I'd say around $10,000 or $15,000 more than what I used to like. You'd find them.
And would you ever build one of these with the Aston Martin engine, or is this too much of a headache versus just slapping in an LS?
Honestly, I like LSs, and they're easy. Parts are readily available, and I think I want to venture into newer engines, but not for drifting, but for fun, you know?
Yeah, because for you, you're a driver. You want to get behind the wheel, turn the key, and just go.
Yeah, exactly. That's an IS we were supposed to get, but water pump had issues because of T-Pain.
T-Pain was drifting this.
Yeah, he's the last guy who drifted this. With hurt, destroyed the bumper on the Bentley. T-Pain forgot to put the fan on.
No.
The water pump went bust, so we're replacing the water pump. We forgot about it for a while. But this one is, it's actually the whole car, even the roof and the doors, it's all flexible. And it's fully built. It's a 6.8 LS3 dog box, quick change. And the whole rear end is actually all fiberglass. It's a fully on pro car, but yeah.
Did you build this for demonstration, or what?
No, this was a comp car. It was built, but for my friend, but he never ended up competing. So it's sitting here for now. It has a Motec, and he built it nicely. I built it for him, but he chose all the right parts. But yeah, that's my S15, Origin Labo. Semi-retired because the prices are skyrocketing right now. Yeah, it was my old pro car. Still has most of the parts on it.
Your Porsche?
Yeah, the Porsche.
Probably, I would say, my favorite drift car of yours.
It's very twitchy, right?
It's so cool.
It's cool.
Just so cool.
But yeah, this is a original M3. It was a missile car because we found it at the scrapyard, and in dollars it was, I'd say $3,500 mint. 3.2 engine, Japanese import. Then Jimmy Oaks comes here and he's like, oh, this is so rare, engine's so expensive, and it doesn't have a roof. Don't destroy this car. So he made me feel bad. Now it's just sitting here. So, yeah.
Don't let Jimmy tell you what to do.
This is the first RC drift car. I know you saw Ahmed's. This was built 3 years before his, 2 years. His is RCF. This is an actual RC, and LS, obviously. And it was the first Lexus RC drift car built.
Nice.
Yeah, it was okay. Like, it's a heavy car. That one Darren built. This one has a rotary engine, and it's not any engine. It's the Hayworth, the Bridgeported one on the Need for Speed tour. I think you were with them.
Yeah.
Remember the one on his Corolla? It was him, Asbo, and
yes.
Mad Mike.
Yeah.
This was the engine out of his Corolla, and I found the guy who bought it. So I ended up buying it from him, and then it took us 6 months to find the BN Blitz kit from Japan, original kit, and then he built it for me. So we put it together, and now it's here.
What else do you have here? Oh my God.
That's a B16 swapped Honda. I don't know much about Hondas. I tried to get into it because my friends were into Hondas, and I tried to join their club. I do not know. I actually never drove it. We bought the car. It was a good deal, and he was like, "Oh, it has a B16." And it's manual, and I was like, cool. That's all I know. I've never taken it out, to be honest. But other than that, it was a great deal.
You're just like dabbling into so many different types of car culture.
I try.
Like, is this your race car?
These are Radicals. That one's my brother's. This is a friend of mine, and they were gonna get into it, and they never drove it. They were, I don't know, they're X-race cars, I guess. I'm not sure. This car. Also, Dave has that one. I'll show it to you in a second. So obviously I do LSs on everything. So I told him I want to do a 2J, but the way I want to do it, like, because I think, I don't see, like, so this is the way I did my 2J, basically. I wanted -20 water pump fittings, and I just wanted the clean 2J build. So I built a 2J JZX 100, and he did an LS swap JZX 90.
You guys swapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't finish. This is done actually. Just need the wheels for this car is behind me over there. But yeah.
So have you drifted this yet?
No. It was just finished like a month or so ago. But I need to put wheels. This stock wheels is not cutting it for me. This was Found at the scrapyard for very cheap, just because it was green on green. It's the rarest color. Japanese import. The inside was green and
Oh, nice.
yeah. And the guy didn't know what he had and was asking stupid low prices, so I bought it. And I think I'm gonna flip it, so just never had the time. Just collecting dust.
It's funny because, you keep mentioning the scrapyard.
Yeah.
We spent so much time there because we don't have anything like that in the US.
A lot of my friends do that.
It's so crazy to me. It's actually really bad that you're so close by because
temptation.
You're tempted to go. Plus, I'm sure you know so many people there, and they'll let you know when there's a certain engine that just getting out of a scrapped car or whatever. I love that. I think that's hilarious.
That's what caused this chaos, and that's why I'm redoing the whole shop. I'm getting rid of a lot of cars because I just kept on buying. I'll show you upstairs. I still have a lot of cars there. But
this is the Bentley that is.
Yeah, the full carbon one.
Just so, I cannot believe how much weight you saved.
Yeah, literally over a ton. Literally over a ton. So over 1,000 kilograms. And then obviously the engine is LS7 built. Hood is too flexible, but yeah.
Oh, the ITBs.
Yeah, ITB, and it has Mass Motorsports heads, 305s, LS7. We scanned the inside, did the engine mounts from the heads for this. And yeah, it's actually very nice.
So this is pretty tubed up front too then?
No, this is stock.
What? It's like this?
This is, actually it's bolted. So this is where the stock shroud, the plastic one is. We took the plastic off and we made our pipe. The rest is all stock.
And it's rear radiator setup.
Yeah. The reason why I think it's that, because it's a top steering on stock Bentleys, there's a secondary firewall that comes here that holds because the stock engine goes all the way here. But because we don't need that, I just took that off and the engine goes all the way in.
What a drift car. I can't believe this is your drift car. Well, everything can be a drift car. What's going on with this?
This is Reese's car. You'll see him. He's somewhere here.
Oh, okay.
Our blonde friend. You'll see him walking around.
You got a Corvette?
Yep. This is a Corvette, and that's a Corvette there.
Is this like mid-build or?
I was gonna build it, then I changed my mind. Actually, all the parts for it are here. I just didn't. I don't know if I want to compete this year, so I put a pause on it. But yeah.
So how long have you been competing in drifting?
10 years or so.
How long have you been a Monster Energy athlete?
17.
2017.
So 2-3 years after I started drifting.
Got it. I really love the fact that you are doing this stuff, like working with Monster, being an ambassador for drifting in this region. I think it's super important. It's so cool because Monster doesn't just partner with anybody, They really have this image to uphold.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome. You just out there with the cars, with these special builds, really representing drifting in the best light possible. I think it's super cool.
Like we bumped into each other twice in Europe. So it was nice. Like I like to go to these events, have fun, show what you brought kind of thing. I love competing, but I'm not competitive. So I don't go to the big races because I really don't mind win or lose. I'm trying to have fun, especially that you build. If I build the car here, and if it works, because I have to do my own angle kit, my own everything, and it actually works. There's more satisfaction in that than trying to buy something off shelf and actually winning in it. It's not what I do.
Right, because there's a certain recipe to follow. Exactly. If you wanted to be competitive, you get an S chassis.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Thank you very much. You said it. You're right.
Yeah, 100%. All of this standard stuff. But for you to go out of your way to build stuff like the McLaren, the Aston Martin, the Bentley, whatever, all these oddball drift cars, the Porsche is a really good example of that. They potentially could be competitive over time with a lot of development. Yeah. But with the amount of time that you put in, this is like just a part of what you do. Yeah. There's just so much that you do, but drifting just happens to be such a big passion for you. Exactly. So this one is honestly, I think, one of my favorite drift cars of yours.
Yeah, the taxi.
Yeah, the taxi. Yeah. But I just loved how finished it is, and I love, you have just that JDM flare.
Yeah, boys at next level. won't allow you if you don't have it this low and all the chrome on it. So the boys in Poland, this is a must for them.
It looks so cool. So what are those brakes out of?
370.
So this has a lot of 370 stuff on it?
No, it's just the brakes and the axles.
Got it.
No, actually, I lie. It's just the brakes, front and rear, because the axles are Porsche still on this. But
your signature,
obviously.
But this is single turbo.
Yeah, single turbo AC out of an old school truck. This is the old AC style.
No way.
Yeah. Because the old ACs you see on the truck has the same style. This is a brand new part number, but these come for the old small block Chevys. It works. I had to do it because there's no space. So.
But at least this is a front engine Porsche.
Yeah.
So there's that. But then, so this is not a rear radiator setup.
No,
still
this
front
is
radiator.
Stock. The rear is completely stock. AC works. The interior, I tried to use as much as I can on the interior. So.
See, this is what blows me away. Like, I cannot believe how clean this build is. Yeah. Still with cage, right? But most of the stock dash is intact. Even the top of the door is intact.
The bottom
still.
half hits the cage, so we have to shave half.
You have to cut that off. But like,
the sunroof works, so we can actually open it and close it.
Around the cage is still safe for all 4 passengers.
Yeah.
Because it's buckets in the back.
Yep. I'll show you.
Let's see.
Windows work, so.
Damn.
Yeah.
It is shoehorned in, but there's enough room.
Exactly.
I mean, it's all the safety stuff. So the sound system still works?
Of course. And then there's a reverse camera on top on the roof. That's why there's that hole. We 3D printed the housing. We didn't have time to do a mold for it. Because we were working on the firewall in the rear, there's a subwoofer.
Wait, so the boot is still functional?
Yeah, and it's electronic, so we have to pump it up from inside. That's why I leave a piece of wood, because it's still electric. So there's a firewall.
So huge subwoofer, firewall.
The fuel system, battery box, and then acrylic.
You are nuts. So this has got to be so heavy still then, huh?
I know it's 1470 in kilos, which is, it's not that much.
Right, it's not that much more than stock then.
Yeah.
Because you took a lot.
Actually, it's less than stock.
Really?
Yeah,
so you took some weight out and you put some weight back in because of the cage.
3,200 pounds.
3,200.
Yeah.
You probably saved some weight, a lot of weight with the seats, right? Because they were really heavy.
Yeah.
I think your 2 Porsche builds are my favorites because of how clean they are done. And it's just so much. It's like so much forethought went into building something like this and making it function and making it work. I love that.
I won't lie. One of the things I've been trying to do, but I don't have the time. One of the things for Store 17 is I wanted to do I want to make my own parts. So the handbrake, coolant expansion tank.
Oh, cool. And that's like your logo right there.
Yeah, and then our oil reservoirs up top and the pedal box inside. So there's a few things we've designed. We have a lot of the prototypes I'll show you in the back, but I don't have time to mass produce. Because I wanted to do everything locally, just to show the local product. But it's just time. I come here at night. That's why I told you, the later you are, the better. Just come whenever you want at night. Because I only come at night. I have work during the day and family and all that stuff, so I can only be here at night. And then catch up with the boys. See, they're talking shit. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's the guy with the Mustang, the big guy.
Yeah.
The guy on the right is Bob. He's the CAD designer. He does all the 3D scanning.
Yeah, okay, so this is still under construction. You just got this place.
We got it a while ago. We fixed it in a way. Then we took everything apart because we're trying to put shelves and fix it with forklifts, and the parts are just thrown in the back. You see the boys trying to find stuff now.
So this is your 86 that you drove at LZ World Tour in Ireland.
Yeah, this was built by Darren, and then finally got it here. It's been in Europe for a long time, to be honest.
So was the plan always to bring it to the UAE?
No, 2019 I wanted to take them drifting serious and compete in a series somewhere in Europe in 2020. Then COVID happened, and I got married, and I got kids, and then I was like, That's it.
Yeah. Well, priorities, you know?
We built the engine here and sent it over. It's LS2.
Yeah, because they don't build these in Ireland.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of LSs. They're easier to find here. So Darren put it together with a dog box and a quick change. And he did the control arms and suspension and everything. He built the whole thing together.
This looks exactly like a DMAC build.
Yeah.
I mean, like with the livery and all that.
The wing, all the aluminum stuff.
How does this drive compared to your other drift cars?
It's amazing. I have to say, the thing drives so, because I told him I needed to stick on 15s. So I don't know what he did, and the thing grips and rips on 15s. It's amazing.
So cool. Whose Mark II is this?
This is Dave's.
Oh, okay.
This
is the LS.
This is Dave's build, and I was building that one. This is the one, he was trying to put a 1J on it, and then he realized it's easier to put a LS and stock lugs. So the stock headers clear the steering rack on that side too. So it just needs, it's almost done. Just needs the rest of the exhaust. Ian was in town, and he was helping him build it. Ian Waddington from England. He's the one who helped me on the McLaren, to be honest. He did the bushings and all the aluminum stuff. And yeah, he was helping the boys put it together. So yeah, that's another Corolla, but this is bone stock. Completely bone stock. Nothing, just SSR wheels on it. The rest, interior is stock, everything is stock. It's a mission to get it. You're more than welcome to check it out. It's just dusty as hell. It's stock, it's a stock Corolla.
Where is all this dust coming from?
Because in the summer, the fans were just blowing all the dust in, and half of this is, we were doing a lot of fiberglass stuff upstairs without a room, and then just, it happened. That's why I'm telling you it's under construction. This is half of it is, the plastering of the wall is half of the dust too.
Pardon our dust, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what's going on with this Porsche?
This is the front, this is the back half of the front that we put on that car, on the tube chassis.
So you didn't ruin a car, you got one that was already abandoned.
Yeah.
This looks like it's been
in the sun,
out in the desert forever.
This one, I remember, we bought two. We bought this one, and the pink one was the same as this one. We built, the pink one was like this. We built it from scratch.
Got it. So you didn't ruin a car. You saved a car, in fact.
Basically. This was, I bought it for like $1,000, $1,200. This is the engine junkyard here. This is the McLaren engine.
Oh.
With the gearbox. It's still running.
So, like with stuff like this, do you sell it back to the junkyard, or what do you do?
I didn't buy it from the junkyard, but because it's a running engine, it was under warranty. There's a lot of people who actually want to buy it. It was like, once I'm finished with the car completely, then I'll see what I'll do with it. That was the burnt Porsche. That's the engine out of the burnt car. So it's all burnt and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1J.
It looks like you have so many builds ready to go. Like future builds, transmissions.
Transmission, engine, so that rotary, VQ, and then the rest is LS, and then that's all the LS heads I have there. LS is in the back, 2Js, 7G engine, Ford engine, gearboxes. That's a 4H engine in the corner. Toyota TRD America built that engine. It has 500 miles on it.
This one?
This one in the corner. That's why it was on that Beams car. I took it out because it was actually...
Oh, the 4AG.
Yeah. It's fully built, double carb, and has full Toda head. The whole thing is built by Toyota TRD America in 1999. And it has 500 original miles. That's why I kept it the way it is. It's
almost like you just don't have enough time to work on all these projects.
I used to be a lot more ambitious before I had kids, but then I had to slow down. It's not I had to, I just don't have time to come here anymore. That's what happened.
When do you think you will break traction for the first time in this?
Break traction, 2 weeks. But it's
Get out of here.
Yeah, hopefully next week or the week. It was supposed to be this week, but we had issues with the cables for the transmission because it barely clears here. So we had to machine this, and like it's barely clearing now, but it's fine. It works. It was supposed to be this week. Now we need to do the clutch, so hopefully next week. Other than that,
we came a week too early.
Honestly, the car was 100% done, body and everything, in July. We took everything apart and did everything all over because I needed it to be 100%. I'll show you some of the body parts upstairs.
All right, let's go.
This is the rest of the, that's why I told you, under construction. We're gonna have proper shelving, we're gonna clean this whole place up. It's a mess.
How do you get cars up here?
Forklift. So that opening there, you just forklift it in.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Every one of these cars you forklifted up here?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah. Just molds and molds and molds.
What the hell?
Yeah, this is all the 3D plastic stuff we had to make molds out of. There's all the 3D printed bumpers and hoods, and we printed the whole car, made molds, remade the molds. This is all the scrap molds, basically.
So then this is going to the scrapyard.
Yeah, this is just trash, not even scrap. This is all trash.
Okay, so you 3D print it.
Yeah.
Or first of all, you scan it, design it in CAD.
Yeah.
Then 3D print it.
Yeah.
Then you make a mold out of this.
Yeah.
And then you make it into
Again.
either fiberglass or carbon.
But even the fiberglass, let me show you a sample. They're doing some of it now. It's not just, it's vacuum infused fiberglass. It's like Kevlar stuff. It's very, very hard. So this is, I have option of this or carbon, I'll show you in the back. And it's, because I don't like that weaved, the hairy, messy stuff. So we do vacuum infused stuff with the mesh. Looks much cleaner, much stronger. I'll show you how they do it in the back.
And the reason why you do all this stuff in-house is because you just want it to be unique?
No.
You don't want to just...
Because we do a lot. And I do a lot, and then there's not a lot of shops who do this kind of quality. And I used to build drones for fun when it was many moons ago. So, and that the tolerances of carbon and the lacquer and the thicknesses can throw it off. Like, it can be, a mil is more, can throw the pitch and you're all over the place. So when I start implementing it on the car stuff, it's so much easier because you don't need that, the variation doesn't make a difference.
So then, and you're not selling any of this stuff, you're just doing it for yourself?
Yeah, not yet. I'm thinking of doing more of the generic parts and selling them, but I don't know, hopefully.
There's so many molds that, and I'm assuming part of it is that
this is half of. We still have all the S chassis, the Zs, and everything. Beamers are not here. This is just for the McLaren and some of the Porsche stuff.
Because some of it maybe it doesn't come out right.
Yeah, it's fine, but because the parts were printed in summer, so all the plastics were warping. So we had to do it twice and 3 times because it wasn't clearing the bumper. And I needed the car 100%.
But like these are molds that are still good.
Yeah, these are done. This is for a Ford. They're not even for me. That's for Danny's car, the black Mustang.
Got it.
These are his spares behind you on the floor. They're all like, this is his doors. These are the fenders, and it's super flexible. Super flexible.
No way.
Yeah. See the inside?
So that's how you can take drift damage.
Yeah, because I got bored of, I'm fixing them. So I was like, Danny, I'm gonna make you a very flexible piece, and just take it apart.
But look at this. There's just
This is a Corvette firewall. I did my own Corvette stuff, like the guys who are, like Matt Field's car. Mm-hmm. I do the whole thing in house. That's the firewall and stuff. That I think you can tell what that thing is.
Oh yeah, that's the Porsche one.
Yeah.
That's the whole side.
Yeah.
In one mold.
Exactly.
You got dashes.
Yeah, that's S15 stuff. That's a Porsche dash.
I don't think I've ever seen anything to this scale for personal use.
We have much more, but they're not here.
Like this is, you have a full fiberglass and carbon shop here.
This is a makeshift, but hopefully we had the cold room for the carbon, but now I want to do a pre-preg oven and all that stuff.
And that was in your other shop.
Yeah, in Abu Dhabi. But now, hopefully all this is, that's why I said it's under construction. We're moving that whole section. The fans on the wall, we're bringing it, like everything here, so we can use the fans and do proper suction because the dust goes everywhere.
So then eventually you think you'll do dry carbon with the ovens and everything?
I do already dry carbon. I want to do pre-preg.
Got it.
Pre-preg because you need to have a cold room and an oven. So hopefully I have the oven and the pre-preg here. So this is, let me show you some of the, so that's the fiberglass, right? That's the one you're used to.
Yep.
That's the stuff we use.
So this is what allows it to be very thin and flexible also?
Yes, or you can thicken it up by adding the mesh. Because some shops call it the Kevlar mesh. Uh-huh. This is the stuff.
And it's okay to touch, I'm surprised, because the regular fiberglass you basically get itchy and...
Yeah, that's why I hate it. I absolutely hate it. This is fine because it's one piece. So
it's almost, it is fabric, basically.
It is fabric. And we use this fabric on top. And it's all vacuum infused, as you see behind you.
So then this, they just bag it up, hook it up to a vacuum.
Yep.
Man, that is so crazy.
It's all vacuum.
This is
sealed.
such an operation. Like, I didn't understand. I didn't realize that you did this much.
I told you,
Like,
literally everything.
you're taking it to the next level and then beyond.
I try.
Bro.
But yeah. So, some of the cars upstairs are mine. Some are not. Some are my friends.
Which ones are yours?
The Mercs are my friends. The rest are mine. This is a normal 63. That's an original Black Series. This was a 63, but the guy blew the engine, and he put a M104 with a fully built engine with a single turbo and intake and everything.
Wow.
We got tires. There's more molds inside, but it's just a mess. But yeah, old practice car. That's an E60. That's my HGK E92 in the back. This one, obviously, LS, nitrous, and this thing boogies. It really, really goes. It really, really goes for what it is. And it has a fat angle kit, FAT. The whole reel is fiberglass.
You did all that.
Yeah. And it thing really rips. It goes.
Hey man, if you need help driving any of your cars,
Definitely, anytime in town, hit me up.
I'll jump in.
Hit me up.
Put me in, coach. Whose
one-
S chassis is it?
That's mine. It's a US import and stock interior, or as stock as it can be. We just have a handbrake in there. And then the engine, it has a link plug and play. And the engine is a full-on SR20 with a 6-boost manifold, pong cams, and it's the disco potato kit, what they call in Australia.
Yep.
So yeah.
That's what we call it in the US too.
Oh, cool. So yeah, I had this for a long time. That's the 92.
I can't believe it's just sitting here.
It's great. It's the Kevlar one. I just wrapped it because I wasn't a fan of Kevlar at that time. It's growing on me now. Has most of the parts. Just yeah, it's a great car. It's not my cup of tea.
What's going on with the cop car?
That's my friend, as I told you. He had the Mercs. The guy who has the Merc has this one. That's a 34 foot. It was supposed to be built to go with my friend. He wanted like a 4-door stance drift car kind of thing. Unfinished project.
Still a work in progress.
Yeah, that's my old practice car. It's 13.
So how long have you been drifting then?
10-ish, 10, 12 years now.
So it's relatively...
I used to drag race, especially because in the East Coast, I was in Boston. We just had the New England dragway back then. Didn't see much drifting. And we barely saw the drag strip because it's always raining. And I was heavy into the V8s and all that stuff.
Got it. So, because you went to school in the US, in Boston.
Yeah, many moons ago, yeah.
And then that's where you got into car culture?
I got into drag racing there. Cars, I was always into it here. And going to the States, I got into drag racing. And then I came back. I used to go to the drag strip and I saw drifting outside. They had like an open area that people were drifting.
Right.
And I went and I tried it. I was like, wow. I got addicted. I was like, this is it. This is so much
New
fun.
Jersey Motorsport Park.
No,
right?
I used to go to New England Park.
Oh, New England.
It was in New Hampshire, up north.
Oh, okay, got it.
So when I came back, that's where I found drifting. I didn't see much drifting in Boston.
I need to find friends that I can just leave my cars at their place.
Honestly, he helped me out a lot when I first moved to Sharjah. He had the space he gave to me, and then I found this, and right before, I remember Dave saw his shop, it was amazing. It caught fire. And then Dave's shop caught fire. So I honestly felt, I felt bad. These were his personal cars that were in his house. He had to take his customers' cars to his house to fix them up. So I was like, dude, you can park them here until you get your stuff right. So he's the owner of Black Wolves. They're back on their feet. They're stronger than ever. These are his personal cars, and he's like a brother to me. So.
Whoa, this is a dyno room?
Yeah, old dyno. Like, look at the PC. Try to find the light. Look at the PC they used to run it. Like somebody out of the freaking Cold War kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's so old. It's brilliant. It's brand new. Never been used. Like they used it back, and I think it hasn't been started for 20 years.
Viewmaster. Do you think it still works?
The rotors do, but the dyno, the PC thing, I highly doubt it.
Whoa.
So this is an old school Range Rover, off-road car.
But why is it here on the dyno?
It's just parked instead of parking out. Like it's a parking for it. They're not using it. Not the dyno nor the car. So it's just parked here for them. Like old school engine. It's an old car. Really, really old car.
And then your brother doesn't want to get rid of it because of nostalgia?
Yeah, sentimental value, I guess. He drives the Hilux when he does the competitions nowadays. Full on virtual. This is my nephew's Group N car.
So this is still active. This still races.
We raced it last weekend.
Okay.
And that's his it's a Gen 1 Hilux TRD. He drove this one.
So this competed in Dakar?
No, not this one in particular. He bought this one for the local.
Oh, okay, for the local rallies.
And it's the old one.
Got it.
So,
I like this.
Evo 9 rally car. Still old, Kevlar and everything as well.
So this is still competing?
Yeah, I haven't seen him drive it for quite a few years, but yeah.
So do you jump in every now and then to drive with him?
I never. No, he has his own co-driver. I don't do off-road, like I told you. I do not know anything about the sand. Trying to get into it, hopefully soon. I have no idea.
It'd be fun for your brother to take this out, and then you bring your Porsche.
Last week, his youngest one was 17 now. He competed in that one, the Yamaha.
Okay.
And I drove the Polaris that's in my shop, the single-seater.
Right.
And it was just for banter. And I was like, I beat him literally 2 seconds. So I was like, see, I still got it somehow. But yeah, it's fun. It's good banter.
When was this most active?
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. But yeah, it's AC, oil, properly channels and everything. My shop is a mess. So this is how it should look. Hopefully I'll get somewhere around this in the coming future.
You should just move here.
I know, right? But he's too busy.